In 2002, West Virginia businessman Jack Whitaker set a record with his $314 million Powerball win. It was the biggest jackpot ever won by a single person, and the successful businessman wasn't a regular lottery player, but he decided to play a ticket for the huge jackpot when getting a breakfast sandwich at a deli and became one of the state's richest men. He chose the cash option of $113 million immediately and gave 10% away to Christian charities. He even started his own foundation to provide food and clothing to poor families in West Virginia and gave the deli manager who sold him the ticket a new house and a Jeep. Things, however, were about to take an extremely tragic turn.
What a dumbass,
more money
dude.
Didn't mean more success and happiness for Jack Whitaker. He had already been wealthy before his win, but now he was famous. Less than a year after his win, thieves broke into his car and stole a suitcase containing $545,000 in cash.
Okay, I take it back. I guess. Why did he have $500,000 in a suitcase? Why would you do that? Like, that's so weird. How else will people know you're rich if you don't carry a suitcase full of cash? Bro, I literally don't understand. He was all up on IG doing money phone shots. That makes no fucking sense, dude. That actually makes 0% sense. It makes no sense to have that kind of money ever.
Strip club he frequented, 2 employees plotted to drug Whitaker and then rob him. A boyfriend of his granddaughter was later found dead of a drug overdose in his home, and soon tragedy followed when his granddaughter was found dead. Whitaker spiraled downward, getting arrested for drunk driving and being sued by Atlantic City casinos for bounced checks. He later claimed that he was broke after being defrauded at banks. In 2009, his daughter was found dead, and in 2016, Whitaker's home was burned.
Bro, what is happening? What the fuck is happening right now? This dude's entire life is falling apart. What the fuck?
The Powerball jackpot brought nothing but misery to Jack Whitaker. That certainly didn't stop other people from playing, and the more people play, the higher the jackpot goes. When the Powerball got to $1.5 billion for the first time in January 2016, it created a buying frenzy. So it's not a surprise that there was more than one winning ticket. Winners in California, Florida, and Tennessee each took home $327 million in cash. Middle-aged Munford, Tennessee couple John and Lisa Robinson didn't have big plans for the money at first, saying they were happy with their humble lives. But the temptations of big money did win them over, and they bought a lavish lakeside mansion for over $6 million. That's pocket change for the wealthy couple, and they stayed out of the limelight since and have saved most of their money.
Smart.
Melbourne, Florida couple Maureen Smith and David Klatchman also didn't want their lives to change too much when they took their share of the jackpot. Friends and family say they still live in their nice $300,000 home and visit the same restaurants they did before their jackpot. Maureen even buys the occasional Powerball ticket because...
Okay, dude, that's insane. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, at least, like, get something, dude. Like, I bought a car, you know what I mean? I bought a house and a car. But, like, what the fuck? Why would you not? Also, this seems like... This low-key feels like the first guy fucked up because he donated to the church. These other guys were like, yeah, fuck that. You know, I'm just gonna hoard it. And then it was like God's plan.
Because she always liked to play, but otherwise little has changed. They did make one big purchase.
It's pretty funny when you literally still do the lottery. Like, lightning's not striking twice, friend. Okay, that's crazy.
A gold-plated Tesla that Maureen likes to drive around town in. While the first 2 couples came forward quick.
Oh, no! No! What? Bro, that's the dumbest thing, dude. Yo, what the fuck?
It was almost 6 months before Chino Hills, California couple Marvin and May Acosta came forward. Younger than the other 2 couples, they maintained their privacy and bought a new mid-sized house. But a lawyer for the couple says they've devoted most of their winnings to charities. The 3 winners of the biggest jackpot in history all stayed out of the limelight and maintained much of the previous lifestyle, just with a much fatter bank.
I told her to buy something. I didn't say buy something awful, dude. Gold-plated Tesla? Like, what a fucking whack thing to purchase.
Account. But the jackpots were much bigger for some lucky individuals who managed to be the only person who got the winning numbers. When Chicopee, Massachusetts medical worker Mavis Wanchik found out she had won the $758 million Powerball jackpot, netting her a cool $480 million in cash, she wasted no time changing up her life. She called up the hospital she worked at for 23 years and told them she would not be coming in the next day. She then claimed her jackpot in under 24 hours, one of the fastest media appearances ever for a Powerball winner. Lottery experts say you should play it cool, get an attorney, and wait to make any big life changes after winning. But Mavis was not in the mood to wait. After her win, Mavis largely went back to private life. The mother of 2 adult children, she never sought out the limelight, which makes her rush to claim the prize all the odder. She's the founder of a philanthropic group called Heart to Heart Foundation related to her work in the medical field, but she avoids the spotlight. Not that you'd know it if you looked on social media. Twitter and other platforms are littered with accounts claiming to be Mavis, doing giveaways to lucky people for a chunk of her money. It's not her, of course. It's an army of scammers looking to get a hold of people's bank information. If you're looking to get rich quick, you're better off buying a Powerball ticket like Mavis. Mavis and the 3 jumbo Powerball winners were all settled when they won their jackpot, but that wasn't the case for 24-year-old Manuel Franco. The New Berlin, Wisconsin man had under $1,000 in his bank account when he decided to put down money for some tickets to the
I almost fell for that scam. Dude, why do you guys do that? Come on.
$768 million Powerball jackpot. When it came time for the drawing, he looked at the other ticket first and realized he had won $4. He was happy not to have lost money. When he decided to check the other ticket and said he felt his heart start pumping as one number after another matched. He proceeded to scream for 5 to 10 minutes, no doubt raising some alarm in the neighborhood and setting off all the local dogs. He went to work the next day but quit soon after and hired a team of lawyers before claiming his prize a month later. So what does a young man who suddenly has almost $400 million in his pocket do? He was self-aware and knew about the cases of lottery winners who went broke. He announced his plan to travel, donate some money to charity, and pay for family members to go to college. But
okay, bro, a lot of these motherfuckers made it, though. What's happening? I thought the meta was like, you lose it all. Turns out, all these fucking lottery winners are just like winning and staying up. What the fuck?
But the young man didn't show much interest in celebrity status and has stayed out of the limelight since he won. One thing he didn't do? Start a foundation to give away his money to random people on the internet, despite the many fake Twitter accounts claiming to be him. Not all lottery winners use their winnings as wisely as these mega jackpot winners did. With hundreds of multi-million-dollar winners each year in lotteries around the world, many winners have come up with creative ways to blow all their money. UK lottery winner John McGuinness not only spent his $17 million jackpot on cars and travel, he invested $4 million in a Scottish soccer team. But when the club went into debt, his lottery fortune went up in smoke. Michael Carroll, another UK lottery winner, knew exactly what he wanted to spend his money on.
Fucking oi, bruv. He's coming home. Footy's coming home, bruv. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? It was never coming home. Or if it was coming home, it was not your own, bruv. Don't invest in me, lads.
On building a racetrack in his backyard for personal demolition derbies. But
What?
the teenage jackpot winner found the cost of destroying things adds up, and his fortune was gone in 8 years. Others just decide to live their passions, like Irishman Peter Lavery, who bought an abandoned jail in Belfast and turned it into a personal whiskey distillery. He turns a tidy profit on it and has actually grown his fortune. And then there's Tony and Greta Dodd, an elderly couple who always loved to dance. When they won their $2 million in the UK lottery, they treated each other to a new pair of knees. Their dual double knee replacements meant they could kick it up on the dance floor like they were 20 years younger. But what happened to the biggest single lottery jackpot winner of all time? It was October 23rd.
In America, bro. In the US, like, you need to win the lottery to get fucking health care. I don't know if that was even in the US, but
2018, and the Mega Millions jackpot had risen to $1.537 billion, just shy of the all-time Powerball record. When the numbers were drawn, there was only one winning ticket, sold at a convenience store in Simpsonville, South Carolina. All of the country waited to see who had won a lump sum cash jackpot of $877 million, and they waited month after month. As time ticked on, people wondered if anyone would come forward before the one-year deadline, or would the ticket turn into just another piece of paper? Theories abounded about why the person was taking so long. Maybe they lost the ticket and never even knew they won. Maybe
Wait,
they were
what?
wanted by the law and needed someone else to claim it for them. Maybe they were seeking legal advice and wanted to stay out of the limelight. Or maybe they found out they'd won, had a heart attack and died on the spot from the shock, and the ticket flew under the cupboard. Then, with less than a month to go before the deadline to claim a ticket, word came that the ticket had been claimed. Everyone waited to hear who the instant near billionaire was, and they kept on waiting. South Carolina is one of the few states that allow lottery winners to stay anonymous, and that's exactly what the winner chose. New York winner.
That's bullshit. Also, woke infographic show to suspect and assume that the lottery winner is a hijabi woman. You know, that's pretty woke for them.
Jason Curlin to represent them, and all that's known about them is that they're a woman from South Carolina. Who the biggest jackpot winner in the history of the world is will remain a mystery, but the people around Simpsonville will keep speculating. No one's seen a new mansion being built by any local residents yet. Now watch You Won, how to actually spend your lottery winnings in 2019, and get ready for your big win.
Get ready for your big win. Jesus Christ. Okay.